I completely forgot that we took this Xenon sector out, and that allowed the Teladi to push into the gap, and I had to stop them by claiming this sector, or they would have advanced and completely surrounded the Argans again. That would have been a catastrophe for my gameplay. So that was a major oversight, and I'm actually very lucky that I could prevent that. I could also claim this sector here without going to war with the Paranid or the Teladi. The Teladi are on the brink of totally hating us, but we are still in the positive slightly. And now I'm going to probably build up the most secure locations first. That would be this sector for sure. I have already placed an outpost, and I'm currently building more freighters. And we're going to start our trading in this area, and potentially also set up a few mining stations, because we have a ton of asteroids in this sector. So I can finally get my own ore supply.
Entering system, Antigone Memorial.
This freighter here is carrying some missiles, which I bought from the Split Corporation. And I have a few bombers in the works, or actually they are completed by now, I believe. Yes. So I'm fairly sure that I get the chance to test them out against the Xenon soon. But for now I want to build a few more trading ships for my outpost in Company Strength, the upper right corner. And you can, when building the ship, you can select the future home base. That is a good feature too. So simply order them up for construction. I'm starting with 5 ships to be the traders. Then also 2 more to act as the agents who are supplying the factories. I'm also building the first mining stations, because before I wasn't sure if I can get access to good asteroids, but now we have a ton of them in range. All these other sectors here, I don't really have the resources or power to build them up yet, so I will only try to keep them under my control, so to speak. Also put an outpost in this sector here and unlocked the dry dock perk. The second perk is definitely going to be the electromagnetic pulse. I can already unlock that to make this sector a very powerful defensive location. The third perk I'm going to leave for now. I would generally advise you to think closely about which perks you want to unlock, and maybe also don't do that right away. Give yourself a bit of time to reconsider, and also a bit of flexibility, because a lot can happen during the game and you might need some perks you're not even aware that they exist and can be useful. Stuff like the EMP or the pirate contract, and they often have a very rare usage, but when you do need them or when they are beneficial, then they can be really good. And that's probably also a good idea if I start to build up this sector, because it should also be fairly safe. I always see a lot of Paranid fleets in this area fighting with the split, so the Xenon would also be shielded away a bit. Do we have another outpost on stock? No, we don't. But I think I already ordered one for production. Yeah. So we're building a silicone mining station. Then another solar plant will pop out, and then I'm building the next outpost. I'm fairly confident that I have enough money to finance all the crafting parts for these projects. I mean, I essentially grinded for a whole day with my first sector, so I am fairly stocked up on resources. Let's go to the home system and deliver our... Oh no, let's actually visit the new fortress sector and deliver our missiles to there. Okay, my TL has picked up the jump beacon near the last Xenon sector in the south area. And I'm thinking about picking up all jump beacons in the area for now, but we do have the defense fleets in place. I have to see how the Xenon are going to develop. I don't want to make that decision right now. But I should place another jump beacon in this sector because I'm afraid that some of my ships, that is always a bit tricky if you have ships randomly moving between your sectors when you are using jump beacons. Ships are going to get repairs, or agents are going to grab stuff if you don't limit them to their home sector. And I fear that my ships are going to travel through the Xenon space. So I'm gonna put another jump beacon in here so that they always can always make the jump over them and not travel through it. That is probably a good idea. And the main fleet can dock at our new dry dock for now.
Docking granted. Command accepted.
Which makes them a bit cheaper. And they can reach every location quickly because we have a jump beacon everywhere. And I'm also going to stock up on jump drive cores in various remote outposts and probably station another large transport in each of them, just to be sure that I can replace jump beacons in each area in case they get destroyed. Okay, the Rio is on standby.